Hi everybody, I was just sitting here in my craft space making tags to go in our Edith Holden altered file folder. So we've got this, well, it's a pocket really, it's got an opening there. So we've got this stuck on here and we're looking for things to put in behind here. And so I have made this tag. I've used Edith text and Edith picture, these are pop up everywhere in the book, and they're the names of the plants that she's drawn or painted. This one says Meadow Sweet or Queen of the Meadow. And I've just added a little butterfly at the top there, and one of those tiny little tags, and a butterfly on a bulb clip. And that will go into there along with all its friends when we get them made as well. But that's a start to it anyway. So I've cut out a tag shape, and those of you that follow me will know that I have templates for my tags. So this is the Mama tag, the Mama Bear tag, and it is 5.5 by 3, 5.5 by 3 inches. So that's when it's really useful to have templates. Now then, the first thing that I did was distress around the edges, or more than distress really, colour around the edges with the ink that I'm using, which is Bundled Sage. And I want it quite sort of heavy around the edges. It's much easier to do this on a glass mat, but just get some ink out onto a non-porous surface and you'll find that it's much easier. Like that. This plastic bag's working perfectly. Just up the sides and quite a way in, as you can see. There we are, that's grand. That's absolutely fine. And I'll just wipe this bag off, otherwise it's going to be green forever and a day. There we are. Just like it never happened. Right, so the other thing that I've done is taken a piece of Edith text, and it was just a random piece, it was a scrap piece actually, that 9 times out of 10 would have gone in the bin. And this is a page, actually this is a page out of Nature Notes. But there is a very similar page in the diary itself. And I just want to sort of measure this so it kind of comes over the text a little bit. So I want it to about there, and I want it to about there where the shoulder of the thing is, the tag, up to about there. So it's kind of up there. Right, now I've got these scissors that are cut decal edges, and they are absolutely worth the weight in gold. And I cannot tell you where I got them. I can't remember. A lot of people have got decal edge tearing rulers. They're excellent too. But I really like these. They do the job, and they leave it, if you can see that, but it's a really nice random edge there. So let's just see what that looks like. It can go there. That's perfect. Just want to cut off that edge there. See what that looks like. That's very nice. Lovely. Square off that bottom with that little bit of... There we go. Right. So I'm just going to ink around those. It's just a little quick project, this. But if I don't keep showing you what I'm doing, I'm going to get far ahead of you, and then you'll all give up because you won't know what I've been up to. I don't think I need to ink that side. This one probably needs to be inked all the way around. There is a case for using vintage photo to ink these, seeing as you've got the green in the background, but I'll leave that up to you. I just wanted to use green. There we go. So I'm just going to glue this down, and I'm only going to use glue stick. It's perfectly adequate. It's just paper onto paper. It's not taking any strain at all. Having said that, you do want the edges to stick, so make sure you put sufficient on. Now, I think I want that reading that way. Just bring that down a little bit to there, and get your bone folder and give it a good press down. And then the same with this. Just ordinary glue stick. Stick it down. That looks nice. Looks pleasing to me. Right, so the next thing that we want to do is put a bit of ribbon around the bottom, and I've chosen this light coloured green. I quite like it, and I'm going to double-sided sticky it on because I don't want any of the glue coming through. The end of that's not sticky anymore. So I'm going to square this up with my on my board along the bottom, and I want that to come there. So I'm just going to look where that is on the other side, and it's there. So that should be a straight line. Should be. I've stuck myself to my tape. Let's just cut that off and get this put away properly. There we are. So, cut the loose ends off. I've used cream card for this. I'm not sure. It's about 200 GSM, so it's quite a thick card, and it means that I don't then have to put coffee stained paper on the back, because it's thick enough, and it's, you know, it's that lovely clear cream colour that you can write on easily. I'm just burnishing this down because it doesn't appear to want to come off. There we are, that's it. So take your ribbon, put it over your tape. There we are. This is just a tag that you're making, so you don't need to get too carried away with it. But make sure that that is pressed down really firmly. There we are. And then I'm going to take one of those things that I told you, you know, the names for the plants. Well, that says small tortoiseshell, so I know that's a butterfly, so I'm going to leave that. This says small upright St. John's wort, so I could put that there. Well, this one says stinging nettle. I like the idea of that more. I don't know why, I just like the idea of a stinging nettle. I've been nettled so often in my life. You know, I was brought up in the countryside, and we used to play in the fields, and yeah, getting nettled. It's not pleasurable. So I'm just going to glue that onto there, and I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this because it's going onto the ribbon, so it's going onto fabric. So it does seem a bit of a fuss, doesn't it, for one tag? But you don't just want to stick an ordinary plain tag in, do you? Not after we've made such a nice job of the rest. So I'm just going to pop that slightly over to one side. But yeah, just like that. That's fine. Just press it down over that ribbon. You really want to get it a good stick. Right, so what else did I do? Let's have a look and see. So that's all complete at the bottom. So at the top I stuck a butterfly, and I'm going to stick this little white one because I like it. I know it doesn't stand out the best, but I just like it. It's nice. And I have no clue where I got this from. It could be anybody's kit. It could have been off Pinterest. sorry, I can't help you with that. But there are loads of butterflies. If you have a look on Artie May's page at her freebies, there are loads of butterflies on there. But it's rude just to go on somebody's page and just take the freebies, so see if you can interact when you're there. I've picked up the Fabri-Tac, it really doesn't matter. Aleen's would have done the job. Just going to stick that on at the top. Now bear in mind that you've got an eyelet to come, so don't put it right at the top. Just going to use a dry wet wipe and squish that really firmly into place. There we go. And now then, on top of that, I'm going to have this little tag that I've cut out. It's a die, it's Tim Holtz die. But failing that, you can actually buy from stationers or post offices in this country little packs of swing tags. Yes, that's what they're called. People use them to price clothing and that sort of thing. So they are around, and all I've done is stuck a bit of Edith text onto the top of this. Now you could, if you wanted to, use glossy accents as well on top of that, which would look really nice. But I'm not going to on this occasion. So I'll get my crocodile out and my eyelets. So I'm going to put an eyelet on this one. And have I used any eyelets before? I think I used gold, so I'll use a gold one. There we are. So let's just see where this hole needs to be. Just line that up on your board. So it needs to be about there, in the middle and down 1/2 centimetre-ish. So I'll pop that onto the 3/8 size. Punch my hole. Push it forward so I can set my eyelet. Lovely job. Pop those away. Now then, so we now want to add this. Is that all there is to it? And I've got a little charm out here, and I've popped it onto a split ring. Is that what they're called? Split ring? Jump ring. Jump spring. It's a circular thing that opens really easily, and jewellery people use them quite a lot. Called jump rings, and I've just put this little charm, butterfly charm, onto it. So now all I'm going to do is get some ribbon, pass it through the eyelet, pass it through this little tag that we've got, make a bow, make your tie sort of on the front rather than on the back of the top. It just makes it easier. Pull your bow tight. You don't want it too big, it would just look silly with a tag this size, so like that. There we go. Cut your ends off. Like that. And then I'm just going to take a bulb clip one of these things, thread the jump ring of the charm through it, and then thread that through the bottom part of the bow there, like that. Fasten it off, and there you go. That's it, like that. So there we have it, 2 nice tags, because I'm making one for, one ahead of time, so as I don't make any huge mistakes on the lives. So that will fit in there along with other tags, and as I do those I'll keep you up to date. And this is the one that we are making on the lives and stuff, so that will go in there. And that's nice, isn't it, with that little tag on, butterfly. Looks nice. So thanks for joining me for that. It's nice of you to spend some time with me, and I will see you soon, either doing another tag or something else really exciting. See you soon. Bye.